Stephen, an 8-2 win here today. What were your reflections on the game?
Yeah, we started superb. So the 3 goals were excellent. It's all the things we've been working on, running forward, the setbacks, the super play in around the box, because we've struggled to break teams down at times when we've had a lot of the ball. And we started so well, and subconsciously you take your foot off the gas. You don't mean to, but you do. You allow the other team to have a little bit more time in the ball. You start making decisions that perhaps you wouldn't make in games if you're playing Celtic. So we got a little kick in the backside, and they showed a great response. And again, the goals in the second half and some of the play was very good, very clinical. And I'm delighted with that. To score 8 goals in any game is a real achievement, and of course there'll be things we can be better at, and there's players that are ahead of each other, and some are further ahead in terms of fitness and form, and we're looking to get them minutes into everybody, which we've done. We've got a good amount of minutes in everybody, and it sets us up nicely now for the Ayr game.
Hat-trick for Mikas today, that coupled with the goal the other night, 4-2 for him. How pleasing is it to see him getting off the mark so quickly?
It's nice to see strikers score goals. If they score and then they go into the season with confidence. So Mikas has been excellent for us. I think he's looked really sharp pre-season. He gives us that platform up front when we're, especially against teams that sit in, and if you need somebody to bounce the ball off. His quality and football intelligence very good. And we've got players that come on off the bench, Roland, and others that have come off the bench that are really creative. Sometimes try too much, but we don't want to take that out of them. We want them to do it in the right areas, and we are a team that we've continued on really from January in terms of some of our forward play, and as I say, we'll get better. Some players are ahead of others, some are ahead in fitness, but I believe we're putting a decent squad together again.
You brought Fraser Taylor in from the start today, played the full game. How pleased were you with his contributions? Really pleased.
Fraz usually plays a little bit further up the pitch as a 10, or in just off the wide areas, having a little bit of a freer role, but we just felt that we'd have a lot of the ball, we'd dictate the game, and we surrounded him with height and energy and legs, and I thought he was excellent, and he shows that he can play in them games where we feel that we're going to have a lot of the ball. He also offers something further up the pitch, which the fans haven't seen that today, but certainly he's done himself no harm with his performance today.
A home debut for Richard King, and he's capped it off with a goal from the penalty spot. How pleased were you with his contributions?
Yeah, Richard's we've gone very slowly with him. He's had a lot of football in the last year. We believe he's got real potential. Going to be a very good signing for us, but we have to temper the expectations a little bit. It's Jamaican football's a lot different than Scottish football, a lot more physical, but he's a boy that can handle that. He'll get better with coaching, he'll get better in terms of the defensive side, but I think today you can see how composed he is on the ball. His qualities are there for everyone to see, and we believe he'll grow.
A new signing in the door today as well with Tim Nisa. What can you tell us about him?
Another bit of competition on that right hand side. He's very quick, very direct. He gives Jayden real competition, and Jayden's scored 2 goals in 2 games, so that's great for us to have that level of competition. And he can also play at right sided centre half as well. So the squad's starting to take shape, starting to get stronger. Some will leave, and potentially, we can maybe get another 2 in, which would be great in the forward areas and perhaps in midfield as well.
Finishing off the group next week at home to Ayr United, it's looking like that'll be a winner-takes-all game. Yeah,
it's a good game. Hopefully there'll be a good crowd, and maybe a little bit more realistic of a game. 2 teams battling it out. There's something to play for, and that'll be a test for us, a real test and a good test to set us up for the season. We've lost 5 of our starters. I alluded to yesterday, lost nearly 50% of our team. So we're not replacing like for like. We're replacing boys that have gone on to big money in the Championship. Ryan Alabusa, Caelan, Richard, Zach as well, and Toy, going to the MLS as well. So it takes time, and then boys are coming in, and as I said, they're coming in as projects, and we're getting there. We're building the squad again, and it'll take time. So we're doing okay, but we'll get better as we go.
Stephen, thanks for your time.
Cheers, James.